is my Honda Metropolitan scooter, and I'll show you the modifications that I did to it. Alrighty. Alright, the first modification that I did to this scooter when I bought it was I went ahead and I added this bigger rack to the back of the scooter. Now what it is all I really did was got this rack, modified it from a shelving unit that's out of steel. I like the two holders here because I put my fishing rod in each one of these, and I can use this when I go fishing. I hold my rods and I put the cooler on the rack, or I use the bungee cords when I go do flea markets. Now all it really is, took a little welding, a little complication. This was the original bar that was laying down here, and I torched it, bent it up, then I made the bracket part, I welded it on, put a couple of bar extensions down there, and it just goes welded onto a bracket that bolts onto where that bolt is. And that thing is there. I've carried up to 6 12 packs of Coke with that. See how I got the bungee cords, and that's that modification to the Honda. Second thing I added to the Honda was this front carrier up in front. Now I got this from Scooter Works, and this was actually the easiest thing to put in, because this thing fit this scooter. And all it really is you can see here, this is where they got the little hook that comes on the scooter that you can put a bag. You just take that hook off, you're attached, they give you an extra bolt to put on that comes along with the basket from Scooter Works. Just bolt it on. Now the only thing I did was modify to it. I got a pop rivet down here to give this a little bit more side to side, but actually it would just work with just actually the one bolt on. A lot of people complain that somebody, I guess Honda, would sell a basket and you'd have to put brackets on the front with the bolts going through the front. You don't have to do this with this basket. Alright, that's that modification. Next modification that I added on was a bracket to hold my GPS. Now, this GPS, I got it on eBay. It cost me like $124. It's an old model. It's a NUVI, and the reason I bought this specifically is I found that all the newer ones, I like the big screen, but all of the newer ones don't have a jack. You can't plug in headphones. This on the side has the little opening, and you can plug in my earbuds. So what it is, I can plug the earbuds in on this thing. I do garage sales on it. I can put all these locations and listen for the destination. Plus two, what's also cool about this unit is I found was I loaded a whole bunch of songs to it. And I can listen to the music while I'm riding, and then when it is, she'll interrupt me to give me directions. Take the next right, or turn right on so-and-so. And the hold, that's so street. And this is a great little unit. Alright, well all this really is let me pop it off. What it is, the back of the unit has 2 pieces of Velcro on it. This is a piece of plastic I have with a hole drilled. And the hole, I had to drill the hole to allow for that out of the back. Part that extends out of the back there. And I got 2 pieces of Velcro on there. Underneath, this is another piece of plastic I have here. The top has 2 screws bolting that plastic on. There's a 1-inch hole through that plastic. The bottom's cut out open, and the bolt goes through to clamp it on so it doesn't turn. Now, actually you can buy a holder that'll clamp on for the GPS that actually, it's a ball that fits in here. It's a bracket with a ball there, and you can mount it there. So either way, either buy the bracket or you make some. Now, power from this unit, all I really ended up doing was to get it power. You pull this cover off. There's 4 screws that hold this off here. Then you can get at, and you get in underneath there, and you tap into the switch here. Figure out there's a power always going to it. I'm pretty sure it's the red wire. You tap off of that wire for your positive, and you attach to the anywhere metal on up in front there for your ground, and that's how you get your power up in front. All right, that's the last modification I did. All right, this is starting all over with the modification I did inside. Here it is. You see this wire here? I went ahead and I tapped into the battery. I don't know how well you can see it. On the positive side, I put another fuse on there, so I got a fuse on this line. And on the other side went to the negative side of the battery. So I got this extra line that comes into the compartment. Now I found these plugs. Radio Shack has them. It's a nice plug, and that one side's protected and the other side's bare. Right now, the protected side is positive, the bare side is negative. I can go ahead and I got this plug. I can set it up if I want to plug something to supply power or something that's inside the seat. Or what I have is I have another plug made up. This plug plugs into that other plug, and I got 2 lines coming off with 2 terminals for thing, and I got it marked which is positive and which is negative. That way I can just plug it right into that cord, put the battery charger to it, and charge it up without having to go in and get a hold of that battery. Alright. A couple of other things I did was, this is a little model of a Metropolitan that I bought on eBay for around $5-6. Actually, it's pretty detailed. What it is I painted to match the color of my scooter. It's white and blue. I painted it, you know, the white, red. Just used nail polish on it. It came out fairly good. So hey, if you want to make a little model of yours, yeah, a little cheap thing, make a little model, put it up on a shelf.